Hello everybody, my name is LaZeR. Welcome back to another Hornby review. I'm very excited because this is the first time I've ever actually owned this particular model. And I'm using a different microphone today for this video because I'm actually using, if I can get out of my pocket, I'm actually using this. This is a transmitter, which if you can see this little wire, there's a wire going through inside my top. And there's a tiny little microphone. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like a very tiny little microphone that I've clipped to my chest of my t-shirt. So the audio might be better or it might be worse. But like if I can like turn the camera around, or if I like move away from the camera, I still sound the same because normally I have a big massive Rode microphone on the top of this camera. But now that I'm actually using a transmitter and receiver, which I can pop back in my pocket, I don't actually have to talk very loud. I can talk just normal when I could be anywhere in this building and the audio will still be the same. But I don't know if this microphone is actually better or worse. I have done some sound tests and I think it works all right, but if it doesn't, then guys, let me know in the comment section below. Just let me know how it all sounds, because I love listening to you guys' feedback. It's very important. So is constructive criticism. So today, we've got this box. We've got a very interesting box. It's a black box that says fragile on the side. I'm not going to show you guys the other side because it's actually got my address and details there, and I don't want to show that on video. That would be a bad idea. Anyway, let's over to the model railway and open this up and see what we got. Right then. Okay, I hope you guys can actually see this okay. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my super sharp knife, which is actually over here. Safety first here on this channel, guys. Do not wave knives around because it's very very dangerous. Right, let's go very slowly and gently. How are you supposed to open this? You just do it like this? No, I'm gonna do it from the edge actually, because I don't want to like damage the actual box itself, because I could actually accidentally ruin the box, and that would be catastrophic. But I want to be very careful with these super sharp knives. Oh, actually, that's a better way. Actually, don't saw it. Why am I using a sawing technique? It's not even a serrated knife. Well, that's a bit better, isn't it? Just slice it. I think they've used a bin bag to wrap this up in. Not my idea of choice, but I guess it's the most logical choice. Me personally, I use bubble wrap. Okay, right. Okay, there we go. Right. So that's the bin bag out of the way. Now we've got the actual box itself. Okay, you're getting there. It's very well packed up though. Me personally, I do prefer the Amazon wrapping and the packaging of Amazon. They do a better job. I'm just gonna rip it open. Oh, there we go. Haha. Right. I'm gonna pop it that way. And remove the. Oh wow! I've just found out that the box they use is actually a Hornby box to wrap this up in. That's so cool. I like that. I might keep that. Weirdly. Who have we got here in this Thomas and Friends packaging? What are you thinking, guys? Have a little guess. Who do you think it is? That's right. It is Edward! Edward the Blue Engine. I've never owned a Hornby Edward before. I've never owned any Edward before. Oh my god, this is so cool. I've paid £105 for this model. Brand new, so it hasn't been used yet. DCC ready, of course, because I am going digital. But the fact that it's DCC ready and it's brand new, only for £105. That is, I mean, it is quite a bit of money, but what Edward is going for these days is like in between to 130 to like £220, ridiculously. But I think it's because that Edward is no longer in the show of Thomas and Friends. Well, he's not part of the main Steam team anymore. I think I want to get my hands on an Edward as fast as I possibly can, because Edward might become rare in the future because now he's left the show. So let's get this out of its packaging and see what it looks like in close up. So Edward, before I get him out of its box, I'm going to show you guys the side of him just quickly. DCC ready, Edward, Hornby code R9289. And I love the new Thomas and Friends styled packaging. I like how you can actually see the model itself inside, like through this like plastic window. So I really like that. I mean, and better still, it's not in its horrible like polystyrene casing. I hate polystyrene or styrofoam, whatever you call it. I just hate that kind of material so much. But anyway, let's get Edward out of its box. I'm really, really excited. So I'm just gonna, ooh, that pops open like so. Just gonna gently grab him. Come on, Edward. This feels and smells brand new. Smells brand new. I don't know what smell brand new means, but there we go. I guess it just smells different, right? Oh, it's got more inside the box. It's got this. Oh, okay. That's like a little protective cover. Here we go. Edward, Gordon, or James. DCC ready. These are like the newer Thomas & Friends models that Hornby have made. I don't think they make them anymore. But we'll have to wait and see. Edward, Gordon, and James, DC ready or DC fitted. That's optional. Good. We'll keep that to one side just in case. Right, I'm going to move this box out of the way as well, so just bear with me. Okay, Edward, you ready to come out of your little home? Let's have a look, shall we? Sorry if my arm is in the way. I do apologise if my arm gets in the way of the camera. There we go, right, oh God, it's so well packed up, I have to admit. Right, here we go, guys, so excited. Well, guys and girls, boys and girls, because, oh, what a catch. I just fell off, and I just, catch that. I'm so skilled. Okay, Edward, here we go. Oh, I'm so nervous when I, touch these, model locos, because they're so delicate and, just cold to the touch. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pick you up, Edward, very nice and easy, and... Ooh, he's a bit stuck. Oh, no, there we go. Nice and easy, Edward. Nice and easy. There we go. Wow. And here he is. Edward, the blue engine, the number 2 engine. I think Edward was probably one of the first engines on Sir Topham Hatt's Railway. And Edward is also known as a mixed traffic engine, which means he can pull coaches and freight without a fuss, and Edward does it very, very well. Look at the detail in that. The tender is very heavy because it is, I believe it is tender driven. Yes, I'm just feeling the wheels, and they're not moving because there's the motors in there. And I think the driving wheels are free. Yeah, there we go. The driving wheels are free. So Edward, is tender driven, so that's fantastic. Well, it's not fantastic, but there you go. But it's so nice. I'll quickly show you guys the coal quickly of the tender. Looks very nice, doesn't it? I'll show you guys a quick view of the cab. I mean, the cab has got not much detail in it, but I believe I could, maybe fit a driver environment in there, give it more detail. Let's show Edward his gorgeous face, his lovely face. I mean, look at that face. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, he's very happy. I love how much detail there are in the cheeks and, the lining in his eyes. And the nose has got so much detail, and his eyebrows look amazing. I mean, see if I can get you in close up. Look at that. That's amazing detail. The only downside is that I think the lamp irons, I think they're called, are actually placed upside down. That is the only disappointment of this model, is that Hornby have put them on upside down, which is a big shame. But you've got to work with what you've got. I love Edward's funnel though. The dome looks amazing. I think that's separately fitted, and so is the brass whistle. I think that's separately fitted. It looks amazing though, doesn't it? I love the detail in the yellow and around the windows in the cab. That's just so pretty. It's so pretty. It's amazing. And this got amazing detail. It's fantastic. But now you guys are probably wondering, how does he run? But we're not actually going to run Edward just yet, because there's one last thing we need to do. Can you guys guess what it is? That's right, we need to give this thing a decoder chip. So we need to make this a digital engine before we can actually get started, because I am going digital. So let's fit Edward a decoder chip, and then we can place him on the tracks and then see how well he runs. So because I'm programming Edward and the motor is in the tender, I have to take the tender case off. That just pops off, so there's no screws or anything, so that's actually quite handy and quite simple actually. So you just pop the case off of the tender, very carefully though, you don't want to break anything. And God, look at that motor. It looks very modern, doesn't it? And it does look very neat as well. It looks amazing. So this is where we're going to be plugging in our decoder chip. But I don't exactly know where I'm going to put the chip. I'm going to have to can I put it on top of here maybe? I'm not sure. But where is the decoder chip? Here it is. So I'm going to pick up this chip. This chip is quite delicate, because I have used this for other models. I have actually used this chip. I'll just quickly show you in close up. I've actually used this chip for Flying Scotsman, the Castle class, and also the Bachmann standard 4 class, the 4MT. So this chip has gone through a lot of engine, has gone through quite a few locos, but from now on, he's going to be staying in Edward for good, or maybe because looking at the motor, the size of the motor in the tender, I don't think there's enough room to actually put a speaker inside, so I don't think Edward won't have any sound, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not really like for my Thomas and Friends digital characters, I'm not really expecting them to have sound because one, they're too old, and most of them are tender driven, so I'm not actually expecting them to have any sound. So anyway, let's gently actually my fat hand is in the way. I sort of like, if I pick it up, there we go, that's better. I'll gently just need to pull this little plug bit out, but it is very, very awkward to do so because this is actually in a very awkward position. I might have to do this off camera. Now, I don't really have any tape or anything, so can I just like leave it? I mean, I don't think this is the most ideal place to leave it. It's just on top of the motor because the motor does get very warm and it could actually blow up the chip. But let's just see if it would, I don't even know if it would fit on top of that. Let's just see, is it gonna fit? No, it's not gonna fit. Got a bit of a situation here, boys and girls. Right, a bit of faffing around. I've actually managed to fit the decoder just about snug in the tender. But now it's actually time to see if it works. God, the coal, you know, for a toy, as people like to call them, the coal has actually got quite a bit of detail on it. But well, I'll probably make the coal much more detail in the future. But it's actually not bad for default. I mean, I quite like it. So now we're going to place Edward on the track and see how well it runs, or how well he runs, sorry Edward. Very excited. I can't wait to see what he looks like running, because Edward is actually one of my favourite Thomas and Friends characters. I mean, Edward and Henry are like the only two characters that I actually like truly love, because they've got like great history. But yeah, Edward, do you fancy giving the fans a show? Do you fancy pulling some coaches or some trucks? What do you say? Ah, that's the spirit, Edward. A little toot for confidence. Lovely. Okay, let's head over to the track. Okay, so Edward is now looking great on the track. So just give him a test run before we actually get him pulling anything. Really excited. You okay there, Edward? He looks great, doesn't he? He's smiling with big confidence, isn't he? He's a very confident engine, isn't he? Even though he's the oldest engine on Topham Hatt's Railway, he is the he loves to do jobs without complaining. He can do practically anything. He's like the most reliable engine you can think of. So let's plug in the controller, and I've already programmed him because Edward is engine number 2. So I'm going to program him to be engine number 2, and let's see how he moves. Let's have a look. Let's give him some power. Let's see if he moves, shall we, Edward? Oh, there we go. Oh, he's moving. Look at that. He's actually moving. We'll go nice and easy, Edward. We'll go sort of slow and steady. Oh, there's a little signal box in the way. I do apologise. Let me move that out of the way so you guys can get a good shot of Edward. Look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's actually raining right now. Like, actually, no, it's actually hailstorming right now. If you guys can actually hear that. Not a good day to be filming, is it? No. And when I say it's raining, it's not just like raining. It's like completely pouring it down. I mean, look at that. The rain is so thick. I hope you guys can't really hear it. You probably will on this microphone. Right, let's pop the camera back on its tripod and let's do some filming with Edward. Right, let's give Edward a bit more power so he's going a little bit more faster, shall we? Let's have a little look. How are you doing there, Edward? I do apologise for the rain, Edward. I know it's not a sunny day. It's actually a drizzly day, but the show must continue. Look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, Edward in this blue, like for the lighting, it looks absolutely incredible. Now, you're probably saying in the comments, why not buy a Bachmann Edward? Why buy a Hornby one? He doesn't look anything like Edward. Granted that this Hornby Edward doesn't actually look like Edward from the show compared to the Bachmann one, but the reason why I like Hornby is because I grew up with it. I mean, I actually remember going to a railway show, like many years, I think it was like 5 or 6. Oh, Edward just stopped. Is everything okay there, Edward? Is it these silly points? Yes, it is the points. Never mind. As I was saying, I went to a railway show and I remember seeing like a Thomas and Friends layout, and I remember seeing Gordon, Percy, Thomas, Henry and Edward, but obviously it wasn't this kind of Edward because it was a much more older model. But I remember it all. And I grew up with the Hornby models of Thomas and Friends, and I don't care what anyone else says. I think Hornby do the better Thomas and Friends characters because they look more like the Railway series books, in my opinion, and that's what I like about it. And this is a great model. This model's got some amazing detail. I mean, I love it. And I have to say that Edward is probably the best Thomas and Friends Hornby model I own right now. I mean, yes, I do have a Hornby Thomas and a Hornby Henry over there, both digital, mind you, but then haven't got as much detail or character as Edward. It looks amazing. Right, I think that was a good test run for Edward. I think now we should get Edward pulling some trucks, or freight cars if you're American. So let's give Edward a little bit of power in reverse, and let's get him coupling up to some trucks. There we go, all coupled up. Let's give Edward a bit of power now. So let's go about halfway percent power, about 50% power, see how well he runs. Take her away, Edward. And I think we should give Thomas a Tank Engine a run as well. The number 1 and number 2 engines of Sodor. Let's take it away, Thomas. And he's pulling his faithful coaches, Annie and Clarabelle. So overall, Edward is an amazing runner. I mean, the detail is amazing. I love the separate fitted dome and the separate fitted whistle. It just looks amazing. But out of all three of them, which one do I like the most? I mean, the Hornby Thomas is, well, he's based off an E2, so they've got that right. Henry is obviously based off a Black 5, and the detail on Henry is amazing, but Henry is an older model. But I have to say, out of all three of them, so far, Edward is my most favourite model out of the three, because like the detail is there, and it's more simple to turn it into a DCC fitted engine, because you guys remember from my previous videos, I had to change the motor from Thomas the Tank Engine for a DCC motor, and that was a bit of a faff. And Henry was a bit of a hard one to find because Henry is actually the older Hornby model, but the previous owner changed him somehow, I don't know how, into a DCC fitted engine, which I'm surprised that he's done that. But Edward was the most easiest to turn into a digital engine, so therefore Edward is my most favourite model. Not just because it's simple to change into DCC, but like the detail is there, and like he's a very lovable character. I mean, I just love Edward so much. I'm just so happy I finally own one. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and make sure you click the subscribe button, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All the links are in the description, and I'll see you guys again next time for another Hornby review. Until then, see you next time. Bye for now. Oh my god! Beautiful! Oh, that for an experience. I might be an expert at these things. Sort of.